DRS. Okay. So we know that this cycle has FTD spikes, right? We know that if they don't roll, we get an FTD spike on T+2, and then we get FTD spikes here, here, and here, right? Now we have baseline FTDs that are constantly occurring on GameStop. They're low. And these spikes represent a large increase in those FTDs, right? They occur T+2, and then T+35, 35, and 35 from the options expiry. What DRS does currently is it should increase the low value. These constant FTDs that occur every day, those should continually be going up, right? And so what that means is that when we get an FTD spike, DRS should act as a multiplier on that spike. So, you know, if DRS has raised the running FTD total by 10%, then that spike should be 10% higher because of DRS, right? So it would have the spike plus 110%, which creates more FTDs, which causes them to hedge more, right? And if they have to hedge more, then they need shares. And if they need shares and the shares are locked up, there's less shares available. Right? And so I think DRS will matter most, since the value is still so low. I think DRS will matter most here, where the pressure's really on. Whatever shares have been DRS'd up till this point will matter most here when the pressure's really on, because they will be looking for shares, and those shares won't be available. So, I mean, yeah, if we had 100% of the float registered, that could act as a catalyst without any of this, right? But we don't. And it's unlikely that we will by the time January occurs. But what it does do is it puts pressure on them from two sides with options. So you have options here and DRS here. And say DRS is presenting, say we register 10% of the float, 10% leverage here and 100 times leverage here, so 10x and 100x. This creates a situation where they cannot hedge appropriately, which means they can't hedge volatility. They can't hedge their short positions. And they can't hedge their market making and AP duties, which means they need to free up stock, which means they have to raise the price, right? And this is what, so we can actually, like, theoretically, retail can squeeze them between options and DRS. Because if you can't fuck them in one hole, you fuck them in another.